Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for a midweek reading. I am a little late. It is Thursday. I just got done filming a bunch of content for next week, and I was like, oh, yikes, I didn't do my midweek reading. So here we are. And I just grabbed my energy drink, which is a healthy energy drink, and doesn't it look delicious? And it actually tastes so good. It's called the red juice from Organifi. It's really yummy. I'm going to read you guys what's inside it in case anybody wants to go get it yourself. There's cordyceps, Siberian ginseng, reishi mushrooms, red beet, pomegranate, acai, raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, cranberry, and lemon. And then I added my own lemon because I've been adding lots of lemons to all of my drinks lately. I just feel like my body wants it. So I'm giving my body what it wants. But yes, this is delicioso. It is so good. So you have to get it. You have to try it. It's great in the afternoon when you're wanting to pick up a coffee or something. Do this instead. I also do this before my workouts. So it actually is a great energy boost. So test it out. So let's see what the energy is for the remainder of this week. I have my Palo Santo here. I hope you're all having a wonderful week so far. I feel the constricted energy has been released. I don't know if you remember from last week, and I don't know why this is not lighting, but I felt my energy finally like open up. I was like, oh, I don't feel so tight. I don't feel so glued. I don't feel so trapped anymore. I feel like I want to create and I want to like go out and share myself with the world. When I'm feeling the other way, I just want to seclude. I feel depressed. Oh my gosh, I just realized my watch and my top match my drink. Oh my gosh, my guides are funny. They make me pick out certain things and then it all clicks later. I don't know if you guys know that. If you're new to my channel, welcome, but my guides and angels always match the cards to my outfits. They make synchronicities happen with color and with energy, with my energy and how I express my avatar. So pay attention to that in your life too. I'm going to quickly pray and call in my guides, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron. Please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me, bless my viewers. Allow us to hear everything that we need to hear today. Bless my cards, bless my table, bless my lovely drink. Side note, I just got a message to have you guys all bless your food and drinks before you put them in your body. So I believe that we can kind of eat whatever we want and our body will process it if we bless it and if we tell our body that we can digest anything and we are healthy and we are good. So there's a lot of spiritual teachers out there. They're not eating vegan or vegetarian. They're not like on some strict diet. They literally put whatever in their body and they know that what they're thinking about and how they feel about the food and the nourishment is honestly telling their bodies and the cells to process it and to handle it and to do what it needs to do with it. I'm not saying go like eat a bunch of junk and know that, you're going to be fine. But I do believe what we think is true. So if you believe that you're going to get sick from the food you're eating and you feel guilty about every time you put it in your body, reverse that. Stop doing that. And I just realized I feel like I haven't sat at this table in a really long time to do a reading. When was the last time I sat here and did a reading? I feel like it's been a long time. So excuse me if I'm so used to filming and editing that these readings I don't edit. And sometimes I will mess up and I'll just quickly keep going. So if I do that a lot, just ignore it. I'm just so used to editing that I keep moving quickly. So I don't know why I just said that, but I feel like maybe it's going to happen in this reading. We shall see. Okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, what deck do you want me to start with? Very clear as day. I heard Lightseer's Tarot and my eyes directly went to it. If you want to become an intuitive reader and you want to learn how to do this and how to connect with your guides and your angels, please book a session with me. First card, 9 of Wands. Please book a session with me and I can guide you on how to connect to your angels, your guides, how to know what deck to use when you're asking them. Like, I don't hear a certain deep voice that sounds like Archangel Michael or Metatron. They just guide me to move. I just get this quick thought like black deck. And then I hear Light Seers Tarot. But they're my personal thoughts, but I feel called and moved to go grab that specific deck. So I can teach you all of this in one session. It really is just one session does the trick. And a lot of my clients are moving out of their 9 to 5 jobs to become intuitive readers, to become Reiki practitioners. So if you feel called, yeah, like I just keep having the thought that I have not done this in a while. So I feel like my guides are saying, I have to do this more. I have to sit down at this table and just talk and allow them to speak through me, pull cards. Yeah, I feel like really dumbfounded right now that I can't remember the last time I sat at this table and did a reading. I don't know when the last time was. So we're just, all right, guides, I hear you. I'm going to do this more. Leave me alone now. Oh my gosh. It's like an orgasm in your mouth. It's so freaking good. Yummy. Okay, 9 of Wands. Sorry if I just got somebody sexually aroused by saying that. Put it back down. 9 of Wands. She is ready, and excuse my one nail, it broke today. She is ready to step over that fence into her new life. She's following the call. She's taking the leap. She's been stuck behind this fence for a while now because I'm hearing that she's feeling like she doesn't know the next step to take, or somebody does not know the next step to take, whether you're at a job that you don't like, whether you're in a city that you don't want to be in anymore, whether you're in a partnership. The typical scenario in a reading is somebody feels stuck in their life, but they want to leave, but they don't know how to get out. And I just filmed one video today about how something that holds us back on our journey is not taking inspired action. Sometimes we have to get the ball rolling. And I say this so often. We have to have the conversation. We have to send the email. We have to send the text. We have to, I don't know, list the house. We have to go to another city. Like last winter, I went to Texas because I was feeling like I just wanted to get out of cold weather and I wanted warmth. And I wanted to just feel good in my body for a while because I felt so cold and restricted here in my apartment complex in New Jersey. And it was like winter and I just was like, there's no sunshine. So I was like, Michelle, take the inspired action, book the trip. So I remember getting in my bathtub one night and I was like, angels and guides, could you please bring me the money if I'm meant to go on this trip? And I literally got like $25,000 a week later. So that was my cue that I could go. And I went. And then there happened to be an ice storm while I was in Texas. I'm like, what are the odds that I'm going and looking for warmth and I end up getting an ice storm? So I had to sit back with that and be like, okay, I'm glad I went because I was considering moving states. And that was total feedback from the universe that that was not a good move. But I needed to go there. I needed to take that inspired action because I was feeling stuck here, but something keeps pulling me back here. I keep trying to leave this damn apartment and this environment and the people that I'm around. Not that I don't love them, but I feel like I've been trying to escape living here. And the universe is like, Michelle, you're not ready yet. You need to keep communicating with people here. You need to keep seeing people. You need to keep doing things. And when my throat chakra goes nuts, that's usually proof of what I'm saying. My guides are saying, yes, what she's saying is truth. It's facts. So the feedback that I get from these moments, and maybe you can see this in your life, when you do take the inspired action, you go and you take the trip, you travel, it doesn't go the way you planned. Now you know. Now you dropped a pebble in the pond and you're like, okay, I just wanted to see what the universe would bring me if I took this step. I took the step and it brought me a lot of chaos. So now I'm going to pull back and I'm going to stay put. So my advice to all of you is if you experience something similar to me, I'm still learning on this journey. I'm still learning that my guides keep bringing me back here and I keep being guided to stay here. When I leave here, I feel an emptiness in my body for some reason. I feel like I'm like leaving my soul. And when I come back here, it just feels good. Like I'll go for long walks around my complex. I'll lay out in a lounge chair out back in a bathing suit and I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. And it was unique. I was on a walk the other day, and this is what my guides do. I was on a walk, and it was so nice. It was like the middle of the afternoon, so not too many people were out. I wasn't being stopped and having to talk to a bunch of people. And I just felt glued. I was like, Michelle, you're supposed to be on this walk. This feels so good. I'm feeling the sun, feeling the breeze, listening to an amazing YouTube video. And then I come across a neighbor who I met a couple weeks ago, and she had lost her dad. And she was telling me that she wanted to book a reading. And she has these two cute little brown dogs. And I say brown dogs because I don't know breeds, but they look like huskies, but they're not. I think they're Australian something, but they're the most beautiful dogs with the pointy snout and the beautiful blue eyes. So she was telling me that she wanted to book a reading when I saw her yesterday. And I was just like, after I left her, I literally was like, that's the feeling I got on my walk. Like I felt glued. I felt like I was supposed to be there because the universe wanted me to run into her so that I could give her a reading. And her dad passed. So I think it was her dad moving me to her. So on our journey, when you're becoming an intuitive reader, whether you're just enhancing your psychic gifts and your abilities, we have to follow the nudges. When we leave our environment and we go somewhere else and it doesn't feel right, we have to come back. We have to listen and tune into what our body is telling us. I went to the beach for a day and a half to film my manifesting course. And the first 2 days, it was actually Sunday to Tuesday that I was there. On Sunday night when I got there, I actually cried because it was like so peaceful and I wasn't around any humans. And I started crying because I'm like, this feels so good. I can finally rest for the first time and just feel so in my own energy and not be stressing about anything else. And I didn't realize how much thinking I do where I live. I'm always thinking about my neighbors below me or my neighbors above me. When I walk out to my Jeep, I'm always thinking, who am I going to have a conversation with? It's constant thinking. When I was at this beach house, I was all by myself. I didn't have to talk to anybody. I literally could go wherever I wanted. Nobody knew where I was. It was quiet. I could go to bed not thinking, oh, are my neighbors going to make a bunch of noise? Or if I get up in the middle of the night, am I waking up my neighbors by walking above them? So it was like my nervous system could finally rest. But a day and a half, 2 days of being there, I felt this urge to come home. I was like, why do I want to come home? This is so weird. I want to stay here. But I had to follow it. Sometimes we're drawn to go to places, but we're not supposed to stay there permanently. We feel a pull on our energy and we have to honor that. Long-winded, but make sure that you are following your body and what it's telling you. Because sometimes, oh boy, what do you know? We have the Lovers. Again, matching the shirt. Super sexy, hot, love her hair. I like not like the length and the color, but I like how the artist did this. I like how her hair is like enveloping him. And she's pulling on his long hair as well. So we have the Lovers. So somebody wants to come towards this partnership. When we get this back to back, the Nine of Wands and the Lovers, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Wands is like they're dropping the burden. They're finally getting the divorce. They're leaving the job. They're moving cities. They are surrendering. They're saying, I cannot hide these feelings anymore. I know this person is my person and I'm coming towards them. And a lot of times, you know, it's so funny. I just was watching a podcast last night with Sean Johnson, her and her husband, Andrew East. They were interviewing Jesse James Decker, I think, and her husband, Eric. And they were talking about how Jesse and Eric met and how he was, I think he was 23 and she was a little bit older. And he just pursued her. He was relentless. He just was like, and she was like, I didn't text him once. She's like, if he doesn't, you know, if he's not chasing me down, then I don't want him. And she was such in her feminine energy. And that's this. It's somebody who is just like, I want to go towards this, but I don't know how to be relentless. I don't know how to chase when I have this fence in front of me. So somebody has a limiting belief or a literal blockage in their life, whether it's a partner, a spouse, distance, money issues, something is representing the fence here. Something is blocking this love connection, but the person who wants to come towards you will do it. The universe, I just heard the universe is going to intervene. I also was watching a video, which I wanted to share in this video, is that there's going to be a divine meetup. The universe is going to make it so that you and your partner have to be together in the same space. So maybe if you know that your person lives somewhere else, they might have to take a trip to your town for some reason. Or maybe if you live in the same town, you're going to be at the same restaurant at the same time or the same store. The universe aligns you two to be together. There could be so many scenarios. Maybe you two work the same job and you're going to be on the same work trip together, or you're going to be in the same meeting together, but you don't know it until you get there. So the universe is divinely orchestrating you two to have to be in the same room because it wants you to make the decision and to feel what it feels like in your body to be with your person, because you're realizing they're it. And now when you're physically together, it's like your energies align and you commit and you saying, all right, I'm here. I am waiting for you. You can take this leap towards me. Because that's what they feel in your energy. They feel like when you're together, it's like, does this person forgive me? Do they forgive the fact that I've been taking so long to come towards them? When you have that open energy, like, yeah, babe, we're connected for lifetimes. I'm not going anywhere, like I am here and I've waited my whole life for this type of connection. Why would I go anywhere? And sometimes people need that wake-up call. I just heard that somebody might be moving on and that other person needs the wake-up call to say, shit, she's going to move on. He's going to move on. I got to jump this fence now before it's too late. Okay. Because soulmates do come along the path. This is twin flame energy, but soulmates do come along. And if two twins are not taking the steps to be together, usually it's one person not doing it. Then a soulmate will come along for the other person so that they can have love in their life and they're not going to stay alone forever. Okay, awesome first start. I also, I just saw the strength card. It was stuck to my table. So we have the lamb. The lamb represents a message from spirit. And she has an infinity tattoo on her arm, which for me, that always symbolizes everlasting love, eights, abundance. It's just a love that's lasted lifetimes. And this is Leo energy as well. So if you're a Leo or if your person's a Leo, this is connected, okay? She's wearing a heart necklace, which means she's heart-centered. She speaks from the heart. She's grounded. She will hold your heart. And the lamb is saying, I have a client who keeps getting Leo and lion signs, and she had a dream that her dog was dressed as a lamb recently, and she actually looks like the girl. So I feel like my client, you know who you are. If you're watching this card is for you. Yeah, the lamb is a message is coming from maybe a child, a stranger in music. You're getting a message and it's going to honor your strength. You've been so strong. You've been ghosted. You've been treated poorly, but that's because you didn't know your worth. You were allowing that treatment because you didn't know any other way of being, because this is who you were when you were raised. If you were breadcrumbed, then you were going to attract somebody that's going to breadcrumb you. So as an adult now, we have to stop and say, no more breadcrumbing. I am not going to keep talking to somebody who just keeps not showing up for me. They're not taking action. They're not calling me. They're not, planning dates. That's the type of behavior that we have to let go of and say, no more. I only want somebody who is relentlessly pursuing me. And I just posted on my community page that I bought a bunch of roses the other day. It's actually on Instacart. And I bought like a $10 or $12 bushel of roses. And they got to my door from my Instacart guy, and it was like this huge bouquet. It was beautiful. And it was all pink roses. And I was like, this is massive. I can't believe this was only like $12. Well, it wasn't. It was $20. I think they were the only pink roses, and that's what I asked for. And he didn't do like the refund or the replacement. So I didn't see it unless he did it. But I was like, I took it as a sign from the universe. The universe was bringing me these beautiful flowers. So I bought the flowers technically for myself. And then I got opportunities of people asking me out on a date for this weekend. So it's so funny how when we start to truly step into that feminine energy, and the universe shows us by bringing us flowers and shows us by bringing us people asking us out on dates, it's because we've removed the toxic pattern. We are done entertaining people, places, and things that don't honor us because we are now honoring us and we're not aligned with that. So if you think about the people in the past who treated you that way, that was a reflection of how you were treating yourself. So sorry to say that to you, but I'm with you. I do the same thing to myself. But that's down here. That's this level, right? And when you stop treating yourself poorly and you don't allow the breadcrumbing anymore, you step up another level. And then you're like, okay, now I'm a match to people that don't breadcrumb. I'm a match to people that want to grow and they're actually on this journey and they want to be better and they don't want to continue their toxic patterns and they see themselves about to do it and they stop. So now you're on this new level. Well, when you're on that new level, the flowers from the universe, the big bushel, that's 100% confirmation that the universe is rewarding us. It's saying, great job. You've done everything you needed to do. Keep going. Know your worth. Honor yourself. A date is coming. And roses always offer, funny, I said offer. They're on my table. That's why I keep pointing that way. But roses always mean an offering is on the way. So the fact that I received like double the amount of roses that I really wanted to purchase, to me, that's the universe telling me, Michelle, you're about to get the biggest offer ever, whether it's money, whether it's a person. And it's so funny because I have a couple dates this weekend. So I feel like that was the multitude of what was coming in for me. And it came through with the roses. And don't get me wrong, like I have certain people who I still wish were my person, but they're not taking any action in their life. And I can't sit around and wait. So we're going to go into the strength energy and we're going to move on. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Don't sit around and wait for people. Okay. They have to figure it out on their own and you're moving on and you're leveling up. You're not down here anymore. Okay. They have to figure that out. They have to make a choice to make themselves happy because they're not going to jump this fence technically for you. They're going to jump the fence for themselves because they love themselves enough to leave a toxic environment and situation. And the suffering that people are in, I've seen my parents go through it. They just keep choosing it. And then they expect people to listen to them complaining about their life, but they're choosing it. They're not willing to take the leap. And I'm not saying it's easy to take a leap of faith and leave a partnership after so many years. You know, there's finances to think about, there's kids to think about. But in all honesty, if you are suffering and you are not happy, you got to do it for yourself and for your soul because your physical body will literally deteriorate in that environment. And that's what I don't want. And that's what I had to witness in my family was people's literally their physical body could not handle another minute in the marriage or in the lifestyle. And they just numbed out and their body just suffered from it. So take the leap, have the conversation, have the strength to move on. If you've been waiting for somebody to do that, go date other people. Open yourself to people that want you and that will take action towards you. And it doesn't mean that this connection is ever gone. It just means it's not for right now. And you're allowed to have love and you're allowed to have joy in your life. And I've been somebody who's been like not allowing the love in. So I am saying yes and allowing it in. And if all of them start coming and knocking on my door and asking me out, then I get to pick the best one. And so do you. Okay. We're going to cut the deck. I just heard cut the deck because the cards are sticking. We're going to pick 3. There's 2 right there and 1. Thank you, angels and guides. We have the parrot, the beetle, and the seahorse. The seahorse says, watch and wait. You guys know I love seahorses. I have 2 on my wall. The parrot says, watch your words. So be careful how you're speaking to yourself, how you're speaking about, I just heard, how you're speaking about your person is super important. If you are frustrated with them, then think about maybe you're frustrated with yourself in some way. Maybe if they're not showing up for you, then maybe you're not showing up for you. And I like how these colors kind of go well together. Watch your words, watch and wait. So lots of observing. And if you have somebody in your life, maybe it's a best friend and they're going through a divorce, they're going through a breakup, your words mean so much. So sometimes just supporting people that we love when we know they're about to take a leap of faith or something, and you know, saying, hey, I'm here for you if you need anything. You know, my door is always open to you. And then you just kind of sit back and let them decide whether they're going to lean on you or not. And this could be for your person too. Like if your twin flame is about to go through a divorce or a breakup, you can say to them, hey, like, I know you're making this decision for you and you're not leaving your partnership for somebody else, but you know that you're being called to a higher path and you're no longer a match to that anymore. Well, you can say to them, listen, like I can be your friend during that time. I know we have a connection, but if you need somebody, if you need a place to stay, whatever it is, you can be that solid person for them, that support system. And then we have the beetle. Magic works through you. You guys know I love this card. Magic works through you. And I believe this is kind of like, what are you assuming to be true? What are you telling yourself about the situation? Are you telling yourself it's an impossible situation? Are you telling yourself you're going to be stuck at your job forever? You can't get out? Your words are your magic. So what do you want to, what kind of seeds do you want to plant? Do you want to say like, it's so funny. I just said seed and I was thinking about what I said earlier in the reading about me messing up speaking. I think it's because sometimes I do get in a habit. If I mess up a bunch of times, I pause and I stop talking for a bit. So if I do that, I'm sorry. I got to remember that I'm live kind of right now. So your words, what seeds are you planting? What are you telling yourself about the situation? Let's start to plant new seeds because the magic works through you. What you say, the universe works with vibration. So what you say and what you feel is a vibration. So we have to start saying, oh my gosh, it feels so good to be free from this job, from this partnership. It feels so good to be with my person and to be making pancakes on a Sunday morning with them. It feels so good. And you're just speaking those things into existence. And you're saying, universe, please move me out of this situation. If it's for me and if it's for the highest good of me and my family, move me out of this situation. And the universe will intervene. If you ask, it will intervene and you can handle it. Sorry, I feel like so strongly about, I can just feel this like urge to want to like speak faster and speak more, speak louder. My guides, I feel like they're just wanting me to tell somebody to do it. Just rip the Band-Aid off and make the decision. Don't sit and think over and over and over again about how it's going to work out. Just get the ball rolling. Okay. As I say, okay, a million times. Sorry. Another message from my deck that I created, the Ever Unfolding Heart. You know what you need to do. Ask your angels to change you into a person who can take action. Say yes and take the leap. Go towards the thing you've been waiting your entire life experience for. A shared partnership with somebody who gets you. You look in each other's eyes and you just know each other. Your souls are merging and you have to allow the merge to occur. It's painful to not merge. So allow it to happen. Let's get another card from my deck. I love this deck. So you know what you need to do. Ask your angels to change you into a person who can take action. Where are you staying quiet in your life? Speak your truth. Don't shy from uncomfortable conversations. This is where growth occurs. Tell the person that you love them. Tell them the truth. Tell them, tell them, tell them. You can do it. Do it before it's too late. I'm telling you, soulmates are going to come in and swoop your person right up. Your higher love is on the way. You've done all the work. Sit back and receive now. You are the oracle, the king and queen of your reality. Never settle. Know your caliber. So this is telling that person who's on the fence about whether they should make this decision. They are not with a king or queen right now, and they know it. And they don't know how to cross through this barrier to get to the king or queen. But your angels and guides are saying, use your words, use your magic. They're saying, ask us to jump into people's bodies and make things happen. Speak your truth. Okay, let's do a little Micah magic. Also, if you're feeling anything in your throat, in your ears, sinuses, a lot of times that's you needing to speak up and to share. Okay, so if you're feeling any kind of weirdness in your throat, in your chest, in your ears, the throat chakra area, that's because you're needing to speak your truth. An invitation is coming soon. I think that's that divine. You're going to be divinely, you're going to be brought together by the divine. Thought a card came out, but I guess it didn't. Spirit, if you want that card to come out again, please make it come out. I like how that one just flipped. Did you guys see that? Share the love. Yay. Speak your truth, share the love. Let's keep going with Micah. Micah, what messages do we need to hear? Let go of control. And that's the masculine energy. They want to try to control how this unfolds, and you can't. You have to put your faith in something bigger than you. And that's kind of the whole journey of the masculine, is understanding that faith. And they're finally stepping into the fact that the feminine has had this strong faith that she's grown into with her spiritual awakening. And some feminines have been awake since teenage years, since their 20s. But they're letting the masculines have to lean on their feminines and trust them that they've been down this road before them. And now they're about to walk the path, and they need to let go of control. So if they're coming to you asking for help, asking for advice, be there for them, support them. You guys, I can't make this up. Didn't I just say this a little bit ago? Just do it. Just do it. Fuck yes. Thank you, Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. You guys never disappoint. Just do it. The love is all around you. So there's so much love that you're about to experience when you take this leap. It's going to be a love that I'm telling you, you've literally waited your whole life for, and it's scary, and you're going to fear getting hurt, but your match is going to comfort you. They're going to remind you of your greatness. They're going to remind you because they love themselves and they love you. There's so much love coming through in this session right now, in this reading. That card just fell. It's really far away. It says your desires are coming this week. Frog spirit is saying take a vacation. Yikes. Let's do one more. Make the change. You will feel amazing. I just also heard the minute you commit to being with your person, you guys are going to spend every single day together for months. It's going to be like this door that gets unlocked and you're just merged with each other. And it's not an unhealthy merging. You are just finally going to be with the person that you've waited your whole life for, and you're going to be together every single day for months. And you know those couples who, as soon as they meet, they like fast track their relationship and they spend like 3 months together. They spend every day together. Then they're engaged at 6 months, and then they're married in 9 months. And everyone judges it, but that's the twin flame journey. You just know who your person is, and you quickly get on mission together. You're living life. It's peaceful. It's easy. And it's not always easy, but the beginning is literally like you're glued to each other because your souls are finally at home. You're finally together where you're supposed to be. And this, I just heard somebody their entire life has been feeling this underlying like angst or anxiousness, or what's the point of life? Like, I might as well just die now. Like, some people have been living with that feeling their whole life. They have never felt peace. And when you come together with your twin and you finally make the decision to dive in and to choose each other and to commit, that's the first time that that feeling that you've been feeling your whole life, that you've been numbing with addictions, you've been running around. I've always been obsessively working out to try to avoid that feeling because I've had it my whole life. I've always had this feeling like I'm not supposed to be here and I'm supposed to be somewhere else. And it's not always connected to a partner. That's kind of like our soul yearning to go home to where we came from. But when we're connecting to, when we know that there's another soul on this planet that's a match to us, when we finally connect, it's what we've been searching for this whole time. It's the feeling of finally feeling like, oh, we made it. And it's so beautiful. So just do it. You are worthy of this peaceful feeling. And I just heard when you're together, it's like the sucky job and all the crappy things that you go through in your day-to-day life, it all doesn't matter anymore because you're finally in that energy of just, I don't care what I do, I'm just so happy. It's like a satiation you cannot describe. All right, lovies, don't forget your desires are coming this week. That's the one card that I just didn't get up to. Actually, I can get it real fast. I'll show it to you. Desires are coming this week. So that was the final card. Get excited. The next time you see me, I'll actually have my nails looking yummy. Just have to go get the one fixed. Okay, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you guys in our weekly reading on Sunday. All right, peace out.